JBanK in the building.
You know what it is, Tone Groove.
J Nobles.
And you see, you know, normally, right, it's just me and my fucking codependent, my fucking partner in crime, nigga. Hell yeah, nigga, we probably on papers together, done some dumb shit.
Yeah, you
But
know
now
what I
we
mean.
here today with a very special guest. First real interview. JBanK in the building.
Come on now.
Talk to him.
You know what I'm saying? We here with it. We here with it. LOI. Coolest
Back with a
podcast in the world.
vengeance.
Yeah, that's good shit.
Back with a vengeance. My boy said back with a vengeance. Shit said. Y'all go stream that right now on all streaming platforms.
Yeah, JBanK's JBanKs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the $, it's interchangeable. You know.
Yeah,
I
you
might drop
feel
it
me?
later on, but yeah.
yeah, IG and shit. Y'all go follow the nigga. You feel me? Been knowing the nigga
Yeah,
for a minute.
do that.
We go way back and shit. It's kind of crazy.
Way
Like
back.
just looking back, seeing how far niggas come.
This shit is a real full circle moment, you feel me? It's like, I remember when this nigga was kicking freestyles in high school.
Yeah,
It's like, man, you nice. You just sound a little bit like Joey.
yeah, on this Joey Badass tip.
Nigga, years later, this nigga sounds
out
like
Joey
no
Badass.
other. It's JBanK here.
Yeah, shout out JBanK.
So
man.
let's talk about, like, I really want to talk about your fucking evolution. Like, talk about that first project, because I remember I had mentioned it earlier, and you was like, nigga, laws of power.
Yeah, oh damn! All right, shit. Nah, Laws of Power though. That shit was like when I wasn't gonna say first really started rapping, but when I first started taking rap serious. So like I was trying to really still find myself with my sound. You know what I'm saying? So when I got to the point where after I dropped that, I listen back to it. Sometimes I'm like, but I see what I could have done better with this. I see where I could have, you know what I'm saying, flowed on this beat a little bit different. And I just took some time and I just got in that mode and I just started to build on that. And I was like, I want to make sure that anytime somebody hears something like attached to my name, that they can make sure like it sound like JBanK, like that's Banks. And I want to make sure I'm talking that shit too.
But how old were you when you released your first project though?
Damn. First project, that was probably like my senior year of high school. So I was probably like 17.
Young nigga, you feel me? So it's like you can't even be that hard on yourself. You feel me?
Yeah, nah,
but-
but I'm the type of nigga. I'm a
Yeah,
perfectionist.
yeah, I know,
Exactly.
I know. Nigga.
You got that Mike Jordan shit, nigga. Mike Jordan said there might be a person in this crowd that ain't seen Mike Jordan play before. I gotta go crazy.
Yeah,
Exactly, bro. Like I guess I'm a perfectionist, bro. Anything I want to do, I want to, like I say every day, I want to be great. I'm trying to be great. I'm trying to be attached to something bigger than me. Cause you know, even if I go through some shit and I overcome it, or if I don't overcome it, I might have went through that so that my kids don't got to go through that shit. You know what I'm saying? I might went through that so the shit that I got right now, I don't fumble it now because I went through what I went through before. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Learned your lessons.
Yeah, I learned my lessons. Like whether that be with music or anything in life. So yeah, that's just
yeah.
where I'm at with it.
You gotta be prepared to make those sacrifices.
What do you feel like was one of the things that like really stood out on that project? Because even though you might listen back to it, like for instance with our shit, I listen back to our old work and it's just horrible to me. I only hear what I did wrong, but I see the potential for what we're doing now and where we
Yeah.
could go. Like what's some of the things on that project that you was like, I got that kind of in the bag?
You talking about on
Laws of Power?
Nah, that Mercy Me joint still stand out to me. That one, that shit is go crazy. You know, I remember writing that shit. Like I heard the beat, and as soon as I heard the beat, I just started writing, and I didn't stop. And how you hear the song, that's exactly how I wrote it. Like I didn't take no breaks. I just heard that beat, and I just kept writing. And I still, even when I made that song, I didn't really know what I was talking about, like to the point when I first started it. But then once I started flowing with it, I was like, okay, this shit saying some shit. Like I need to make sure I stay on my shit. So that's just how I go. Like after that song, I wanted to make a better song than that. And now my best songs, like I want to make better songs than them. So yeah,
You write every day. It's
I
like
try to write every day. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't write every day because
It's like running a mile though.
Yeah, I told
you
you.
gotta you gotta stay in shape.
I stay fit with it. You know what I'm saying? I listen to beats every day. I'm not gonna hold you. I freestyle in my mind every day, but sitting down and writing, like that's something different. Like I really need to be locked in to do that. And like I always write in my notes, but shit, like really writing to produce a real song, like some shit that's gonna touch the soul. Like I need to get in my mode. I need to get in that zone.
Hey man, shout out
I gotta throw the
JBanK,
chef hat
man.
on to really get the cooking. I can't be in no kitchen.
Yeah, and you know you represent the NC and shit.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
another big
and she
thing.
stand up, and she stand up.
You know what I mean? Wilson and shit.
Wilson, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? We everywhere with it now. So yeah, shout out North Carolina.
You feel like North Carolina has a sound? You know how New York has a sound or a new sound now. Atlanta got they shit. You can, for the most part, it's kind of weird today because the internet changed the game. So it's a lot of niggas with lingo and vibes from other states. But do you feel like Carolina got their own twist?
I don't think Carolina got I don't think we got our own sound. Like I feel like everybody sound like themselves. And that's what I appreciate. So if that's a sound, then yeah, like we all sound different. And I like that. I don't want everybody to sound the same. Like I fuck with what every other city got going on, like Atlanta, New York, nigga, I listen to all them niggas, but something about North Carolina, it's like we come together and we sound like we could be from anywhere. Like you could listen to a lot of niggas and not know that this is a nigga from North Carolina. So yeah,
it's the uniqueness and shit. Yeah, and plus North Carolina is like it's a hub for everywhere else. Everybody come here.
Yeah, like nigga, you gonna be somewhere from somebody like every day. You know?
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, I'm from North Carolina. I'm from New York. I'm from California.
Yeah, old heads love and come down here when the pecs ain't flipping like they was in Brooklyn. They bring the work down to Carolina and shit.
They heard about us back in the day.
But what was that moment in the studio where you was like, all right, this shit gonna work? Like where it really clicked for you?
You talking about his career?
Yeah, in your career.
It's a good question.
Where it's like you could.
It was probably before I even got in the studio. Like I knew it was destined for me for real. But when I knew like I actually like had a gift and a talent, I can't even put a specific like song on that. That's just like me going through life, like going through man shit. You know what I'm saying? Like really becoming who I say I am. Like cause you go into life and you could like be a floater and not even really know who you is, but once you really start to come into yourself and you go through situations and you overcome situations and you understand and overstand, like you just get to that point like, bro, this is who I am. And like I just told him, niggas is gonna respect it. Like if I respect myself, if I hold myself to a certain respect, you gonna hold me to that same respect.
Yeah. So
that's just the way I look at it. And if music is something I really want to do, which I've been saying since I was like a kid, bro, like a kid. And you asked me what I wanted to be as a kid, bro, I was gonna say a rapper. And not even a rapper, but like an artist in some type of way. Like, so I just knew like I was just destined for something greater.
I respect that because a lot of niggas go through life, like you said, and wandering, they don't really know they path and shit. It's a lot of niggas who knew what they wanted to do when they was young. Like, bro, I want to play ball. Niggas knew when they was 6 years old. Like, the fact that your goal never changed, that just goes to show that, because personally me, I don't know if I really believe in destiny. And I kind of want you to speak on that because I've been hearing what you've been saying. What do you feel about people who say that you kind of make choices in life? Like, there's nothing that's pre-planned for you?
Nah, everything is according to a plan. Everything is according to a plan. I mean, people going to disagree with it. They're going to agree with it or not. But, I mean, I know for just off the strength of the things that I've been through. You know what I'm saying? It didn't make sense then. Like, it didn't make sense while I was going through it. But at the end of it, like, I got a testimony out of that. And I understand now. And like I said earlier, like, I might have not had the things. I might not be able to maintain the blessings that I get now if I ain't fumble the blessings back then in the day. And I would have rather had it happen to me back then than now. Because I'm in a way better position than I am than I was now. So it's like everything is for a purpose. It might not be your purpose. You know what I'm saying? It might not be for your understanding at the moment, but it's gonna make sense. Everything come full circle, bro.
Yeah, that's the weird part of life. Everything come full circle.
Everything comes full circle.
Shit gotta complete itself, nigga. It's probably some sacred geometry, nigga. So the atom is a circle, nigga.
Yeah.
It's the building blocks of
God's
life.
plan. Like, that's also a lot of spiritual stuff, but it's just like, it's just deep. It's bigger than us, bro. It's bigger than us. God got a plan for every single one of us, man.
So yeah, I can tell that God is like a very big influence in your life. How much does it affect your work? Because let's be honest, like, you know, fucking Christian rap is kind of corny. Like, nobody really likes the way that shit sounds. I'm not saying that's what you do, because that's not at all what you do. But it can get to that point with a lot of niggas.
Right. But I mean, that just comes down to the artist, like how you make music and how creative you is for real. Like, if you're not creative enough to make whatever you saying sound like some fly shit, then you just really need to get back in that lab and just start, like, you know what I'm saying, cooking up some crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? But you ask me, and this is just me as an artist, this might sound like an artist answer for real, so don't judge me. But
You're an artist.
I feel like I could make anything sound fly, bro. If I wanted to rap about a fucking spoon, bro, I could go make a fire-ass song about a spoon. You know, so it's not really about what you're talking about. But to answer your question about how much God affects, like, I can't say it affects my work in a negative way, like, at all. Because, you know what I'm saying, that's all I've known, like, since I was a kid. Like, my mama, my dad, too, I'll even give it to him. Like, we was raised in the church. So, like, my first even taste of music was gospel music. And I feel like that added the
background.
Yeah, I feel like that probably added like the first layer to my sound. You know what I'm saying? The soul, like you can feel like that choir type vibe when like you hear my music sometimes. But you know, I don't ever want to really get caught up in one type of sound. I feel like I'm well versed in a lot of different lanes of rap because I feel like it's different genres in rap, and I don't ever want to be complacent. Like that's the one thing about me. I'm not no stagnant type dude. I'm not that type of nigga. Like I just, you know what I'm saying? I can't hold you. I want to be. Like I said, well versed in everything. Everything that I do, I want to know what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's a lesson, by the way, for y'all young niggas. You feel me? Never stay
Game,
stagnant.
nigga. Peep
You know what I
game.
mean?
Because this nigga JBanK is consistent.
Yeah.
This nigga believes in God, but then he doesn't go and rap on the track about hurting niggas,
Yeah.
stealing things. Nigga, you sinning, nigga.
Yeah.
Hey, consistency is key, bro. I ain't even gonna talk down on no nigga because you know what I'm saying. Everybody different, but man, like I said, bro, like it's just about however you make it sound, bro. Like you make it sound good, and niggas can listen to it, but just make sure that you talking with a message. You don't want to ever just sound like you don't got no substance, like you know what I mean. Like you just rapping just to rap. Like I don't ever want to be that dude. So
Yeah.
Niggas
consistency
chasing
is
dreams
key.
that not
Like,
theirs.
niggas can't deny you. Niggas cannot deny you if you consistent. If the work is good and the work is there and you working hard, who can really deny you? Like who can really say no? You can't. Like nigga, it's in your face and it's gonna stay in your face. Like that's all it is.
What's your plans for like the future regarding like I guess the business side of things? You trying to stay independent? You trying to?
Oh yeah, this nigga getting right into it. I was thinking about that. I was good.
I mean, yeah, it just came. Like, what you thinking?
I mean, my goal is to stay independent, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't never want to be too powerful where I block my blessings. So, well, whatever's meant for
a
me,
wise
it's gonna
man.
come, you know what I'm saying?
Whatever's gonna come.
I would like a distribution deal. I don't want to be an employee for nobody. I want to like have a partnership with motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So I want to have. I know about ownership when I came into the game. Like that's I studied the game when I came into it. I don't want to be ignorant. So, you know what I'm saying? I studied the game, and I'm just like, bro, I don't want to have a deal. I know about advances. I know about like, you know what I'm saying, if you don't make this much, I know you still got to pay it back, and then motherfuckers might drop you, then X, Y, and Z. But you know what I'm saying? I want to have my own shit before I even get into a whole label situation. Once I'm secure and I got my own 20 mil, then I go sign a $1 million deal. But right now, like I said, I can push my shit on my own. I feel like I got all my marketing shit, all my shit I financed that myself. So
hell yeah, and you've been doing this shit for a minute. All your YouTube videos, it's like I've been trying, mastermind.
Been
You
trying,
feel like
bro.
the music is like probably like 10% art and 90% business?
Shit, that shit just me, bro. 100% me. Like when I feel like it's a business mindset now because especially like with TikTok and like charts and shit, niggas get caught up in that. But it's like even when I made my tape with Vengeance, I was like, but I don't care if this shit sell one motherfucking copy. I wanted to make a solid body of work. You know what I'm saying? I want
It's
to
gonna last.
Right. I want to be able to listen to this motherfucker 5 years from now and be like, yo, this shit still hit. So like, I ain't really getting caught up like too much in the numbers, but like all that shit gonna come too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
For sure, because
It could
content
be
is timeless.
Yeah, it could be something that a song I made 5 years ago, and I forgot about that shit, and it blow up today.
Blow
and then
the
I just
fuck
take
up.
off. So you know what I'm saying? You can't get too caught up in that shit. You just gotta stay consistent, like we were saying, and produce good shit.
Stay consistent, yeah.
Like on the process of you like actually making the song or just in making music in general, do you feel that the beat is more important than the lyrics or lyrics more important than the beat?
Now the beat is important. So, you
In
know what I'm
terms of,
saying?
in- just in
Yeah.
terms of
I'm a
like the
preface with that.
consumer.
Yeah, I'm a preface with the beat is important. Like, I'm not hopping on no whack beat just because, like, you know what I'm saying? No matter what you're saying on the whack beat, it might not register. It's not gonna hit like the way you want it to. So both of them are really key. Like, they're essential. Like, and that's something I learned even, like I said, finding my sound. Like, you want to make sure you got a good production. You want to make sure you actually saying something too. Not every song don't got to be like super duper lyrical, spherical and shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
like,
it's too dense for the
Yeah.
club, nigga.
like, you know what I'm saying? You got to make some loose shit too. Like, make something that make the girls want to dance. So
Yeah.
that's just
Yeah,
what
that's
I'm
what's
Some
important.
do say music.
You get the ladies involved, the niggas gonna have to fall behind because they
Yeah.
want to be where the bitches at.
Yeah. Yeah, that's easy maths and shit. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, where do you think you get your work ethic from? Because it's like, you know, like we was talking before.
He's a motivational motherfucker.
Like, yeah, like
I get a text from JBanK like, nigga, be great.
great.
Like, bro, I
it's like,
needed that, nigga.
You always posted some motivational shit. Niggas used to work at the barbershop. Like, niggas always been about a
Niggas
bag.
always been better hustle.
Like, what's that? Like, where did that come from? God, nigga.
Hey, that for sure. I'm not gonna hold you, but nah, bro. Like I'm not even gonna hold you. I done came from not having shit.
Yeah.
For real. So just that mindset saying like I'm not gonna go back to not having shit. And I'm not gonna. My parents definitely provided for me, but you know what I'm saying. My parents ain't no millionaires. My parents won't make you too much money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. But just knowing where I was like in life and knowing where I wanted to be, I was just like, I'm never gonna put myself. You know.
We'll be right back. You already know this is a Poe Pin production.
Yeah.
Hold that thought, nigga.
JBanks.
We back.
We back at it.
But yeah, your work ethic and shit. Like, where does that come from?
But yeah, like I was saying, bro, like my work ethic, that's just like something that's in me, bro. That's not something that I ever had to like try to find. Like, bro, how can I work harder? Like, it's just something that come with me. Like, I can't ever be sitting in a position where I feel like I'm not being the best that I can like seriously be. You know what I'm saying? It just, like I said earlier, be stagnant. I can't just sit still if I'm not being my best.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be comfortable. I'm most comfortable when I'm being pushed out of my comfort zone. So, like, just my work ethic is just knowing that I want more out of life and knowing where I came from, knowing that like. It's been a time where like I ain't have shit. It's been a time where I couldn't get the shit that I wanted or I couldn't provide the way I wanted to provide. But you know what I'm saying? I made ends meet, but I don't want to be making ends meet. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be.
You want to live, not survive.
Trying to be having shit for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm doing good for myself. Don't get confused. But like I said, I always want. I know I can do better. You know I know I can always be better. Even when I'm doing my best, I can be better than that. So yeah.
And it's like you really do that shit. It's like. You always posted some motivational work, like Tone Groove said. You sending, like motivational shit.
This nigga got so much drive and ambition. He have something to give to other niggas.
Yeah, it's like you have to get that
like,
shit.
Nigga, you up, nigga?
Yeah,
I'm up, nigga. Man, what'd you say? Bank open at 8:30.
Yeah,
Hey, bro, you gotta be up before the bank open, man. Gotta be up before the bank open.
Hey,
sir.
JBanK, man.
That's JBanKism right there.
That's
Take
a
that and
philosophy
run
right
with
there,
it.
man.
You better quote him too, nigga. Don't run with it like it was yours.
Yeah.
Get there before the teller, bro. Get there before the teller, bro.
That should be happening. We give niggas lines.
Yeah.
Nah, but it's just like for real though. Like I can't even surround myself with niggas who's not. I'm not gonna say the same type of time as me because like I appreciate like contrast and being able to like challenge certain shit with say people you respect. But like I can't be around a nigga that's just gonna lay down if he don't got the shit together. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna push everybody that's around me to be the best that they can be. So if I'm gonna taste you, be great today. Like be great today, bro. I'm standing on that shit. I'm gonna be great today.
Yeah.
Be great today, bro. Like, no matter what happened, but I'm choosing like to be great. That's a choice in life. Like you were saying earlier, like is everything a choice? Like, bro, you really just have to make them choices, like to take command and be like, yeah, this is who I'm gonna be today. This is what I'm gonna do today. This is what I'm gonna accomplish. And then set out to do that shit. A man with a plan can't fail. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And even something go left with the plan, like how slick is you? How smart are you really to make that shit go in your favor?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll see. Cause
Yeah.
it sounds like a lot of that shit takes luck.
Right.
Man without a plan is planning to fail.
Yeah. Luck is bluff. So, and I don't know about none of that. So, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be consistent with the shit, and you just gotta stay faithful. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like have faith. If you sitting there just like already accepting the failures of life, like you ain't never gonna have more.
Yeah.
Like, faith is gonna take you a long way.
That's
Like-
your ammunition right there. Your fuel.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm not trying to make this too preachy, but the Bible say like
Spit your shit, bro.
Yeah.
the Bible say like the faith the size of a mustard seed can move a mountain. You know what I'm saying? I know anything I'm destined to do is gonna come to me within due time. It ain't a matter if, it's just a matter of when.
Yeah.
Your belief in yourself and your belief in your higher power.
Yeah, and I know my worth. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hold myself to that, and as long as I'm not selling myself short, I ain't never gonna be sold nothing less of what I'm worth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you always winning.
It's
know what I'm
honorable. It's very honorable.
I'm trying to keep it like that. That's just the type of time I've been on lately. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
like-
been on
Man, nigga, pimping.
pimping, man.
Per
Jay knows.
Nah,
pushing.
It's like when Gunna came out with that shit, I was
Yeah.
kind of agitated because niggas been on some pimp shit for a minute.
Yeah.
But I want to get into your musical inspirations. I know you said early on gospel. That was kind of like your musical background.
Yeah.
Who are some of your rap influences?
See, the thing is, like, a lot of my influence didn't even come from rap. I'm
Exactly.
gonna get into some artists, like, for real, because I listen to a lot of rap, but I don't listen to too many people. But like R&B, I was listening to a lot of R&B, like even from a kid. But like soulful music,
yeah.
that shit is gonna speak to you, like for real.
It's real music.
Right, and I wanted to emulate that, like not even copy it, but just make it my own. Like make sure that like motherfuckers could feel it though.
Yeah.
It gotta
The
touch the
feeling.
surface. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can listen to a song all day and not feel shit. You know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna remember that artist's name after you finish listening to the song.
Exactly.
So you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure like I get the message across.
Like what type of music though? Like some Lauryn Hill, some
Yeah, like with some artists.
Yeah, I fucked with Lauryn Hill. Damn. Y'all gonna get me to talking today. But I'm gonna just start talking about everybody that was giving me influence.
Nigga,
Yeah,
spit
for
your
sure.
shit, nigga. It's about JBanK, nigga.
All right, yeah, like you said earlier, definitely Joey Badass when I was in high school. Joey Badass was probably like one of the heavy influences as a kid.
Hell
A
yeah.
lot of New York rap, so I'm saying obviously Jay-Z and shit. But Nas. You know, but I took more to like the person, like the persona of the rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't always their music that was like motivating to me. It was like the character that came behind it. You know what I'm saying?
So you fuck with 3 Stacks because
of course,
that?
man. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I'm Outkast. Like they don't even get as much credit as they deserve, bro.
Nope.
Yeah.
They definitely don't. Like niggas know that they're legends, but I don't feel like I just don't feel like they get the credit they deserve.
Yeah.
Them niggas was different.
You
That
know-
was before their time.
Yeah, unfortunately that comes, after death sometimes. But niggas respect 3 Stacks.
Niggas
big
respect 3
boys.
Stacks, and who needs to know knows.
Exactly.
Right. And if you know, you were real one.
Yeah.
But it's way more out there. I don't want to get the name of too many people because I'm gonna leave somebody out. But you know what I'm saying? I can take inspiration from anything, but I really try to take inspiration from my situation, like whatever situation I'm in. That's what I'm gonna pull from that. Yeah.
So like when it comes down to beat selection, like you like more soulful beats, shit
Yeah.
with like real music in the background, because a lot of rap can just sound like organized noise.
Yeah.
Which that's what music is in general, but nah, nigga, this is just noise.
Very fabricated. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm always like, I don't feel like I done found myself as an artist, but I'm still like trying to touch new sounds. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something tomorrow that I could write that was nothing like I wrote before. So, like, bro, I just feel like it's different ways to, you know what I'm saying? Like get your message across. You can say it some way, like a lyrical way. You can say it in a trap way. You can do it on any type of beat if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you before, if you're making it sound good, then that's what it's all about.
Like you hit melody,
Yeah,
any type of thing on the track.
hell yeah.
As long as it is.
That melody gonna do something. No more.
Melody killing right now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, man, that raw
Melody
wave.
killing right now.
Yeah, niggas love that raw wave. I personally feel like most of his raps is like kind of depressing. You feel me? Like, what's your take on that? Like, you feel like
I mean, I just feel like whenever somebody's like really that vulnerable for real, like that's just them being their authentic, like real self. And niggas will get that confused for like either sensitivity or like a nigga being soft. But you know what I'm saying? Like that same nigga will probably push your shit back. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Like, nigga, music is an outlet. That nigga probably ain't never talked to a person in his life about like the shit that he done been through. But once he get on that beat, he gonna be able to talk that shit. So you know what I'm saying? I can't fault him for, you know what I'm saying, sounding too depressing, because there's somebody out here who might be about to, you know what I'm saying, take that next step, you know what I'm saying, really be ready to check out.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, music can talk to somebody. So that's why I say the soul, that soul type of feel is what's going to motivate and like drive the sound and the artist. So like, hey, bro, whatever you doing, keep doing it.
But you dropping the
More
tape
power
though.
to you.
You got
Yeah,
a tape drop.
I got this last tape that just dropped, so I'm trying to let that marinate for a little bit before I drop some more shit. But you know what I'm saying, I got
Let it permeate the airway.
yeah, I get out the name of it though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call it The Underdog. So The Underdog gonna be out soon. So you gotta look out for that. And then we got some more shit coming. We gonna keep coming with shit.
I'm about to say, nigga, that's an official title.
That's the working title right now.
You putting this shit on wax, nigga. You
Yeah.
putting this shit on wax right
That's the
now.
working title, but I'm putting it on wax right now.
I ain't know I put the nigga on the spot.
If it changed, we just gonna take this part out the interview.
We'll bleep it out, nigga.
yeah. Hey, yeah, tape drop it though. Yeah, believe it.
Yeah, bro.
But because you were speaking to it earlier, the angle that you're coming from with this tape now.
Yeah. I was like, I feel like I done touched on all the shit that I needed to talk about, the shit that hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Like the pain shit. But I'm just on some shit where like, man, I done overcame that. Like, you can put the pain to the side now. We need to talk about that shit. We need to pop that shit now, for real. So this next tape is like, I call it the underdog for a reason, not just to say like, I feel like I'm in an underdog position, but that's just where I've been, and that's the cloth that I was cut from. Like, I feel like I've always been the outcast. You know what I'm saying? I've always been the underdog, or at least expected to. You know what I mean? But rising to the occasion has always been the end result. So it's like you can't put that title of an underdog on me because I'm still a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still gonna eat regardless.
Said, bark, dad.
Yeah, bro, wild.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not even trying to sound cocky, but it's just like, but like that being the underdog, even being doubted, just put me so far. Like, cause I was just like, all right, they don't see it now, but they gonna see. You know what I'm saying? And I was right every time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say I ain't make no mistakes, but anything I said my mind to do, I did it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not done yet. So like I'm making the underdog for, that's just for the people who still feel like they're in that position. Cause like, but you can't overcome any of that shit. Like all this shit is temporary.
Motivational.
You know
I
what I'm
like
saying?
that. I like that mindset, because there's a lot of niggas in this generation who feel real entitled. And when you coming from the fucking angle that nothing's owed to you, like you got to put in work to get what you want. nigga, when you got it, it's yours.
Exactly, but like I wanted to the point where can't nobody take or say that they gave me something. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you can give me something that's cool, but like out of the kindness of your heart. But I don't want nothing nobody can take from me.
Yeah.
Anything that I got, I want to have work for. You know what I'm saying? I want that to be my bread, my money that I put down on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't too into pride, but you know what I'm saying? Some shit you got to take pride in. Like some shit you really just got to stand on your pride about. Like sometimes you got to put your pride to the side as a man, but like sometimes you also got to know like as a man, I'm putting my pride on that and I'm not going for none of that. So, but like like I said, sometimes you got to see weigh out what's worth it and what's not when it comes to pride. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit is so little, but it can become so big.
He said, don't think long and hard, think quick and fast.
Yeah.
I ain't say all that, no. I'm an overthinker, so I ain't say that.
Yeah, you feel like but that's probably a plight of a lot of creators because you're putting something out into the world. And it's something that's so dear to you because you see it in your head, you hear it in your fucking voice.